What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Before I get today's video started, I would like to thank everyone who has been sending links to news articles and things like that. It's appreciated. However, guys, I'm getting covered up. I am getting at least 75 to 100 emails every single day, and there's no way I can click through on all those links and read all those articles and watch all those videos. I don't have the time. I mean, I would be sitting there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, trying to keep up with all the articles and links and things that are being sent. So guys, please just cut it back a little bit. And guys, if you want to send something that is extremely important, then go ahead and do that. However, try to cut it back a little bit and don't send so many, because they're getting lost in the massive emails that I'm getting every day. Like I said, I appreciate it, but just try to cut back a little bit. Guys, what is going on at our southern border? No doubt you've probably saw the news reports and things of all of the migrants that are coming through, that are waiting at the border. Right now, I think that the last estimate was over 15,000, and that number continues to grow. It is ludicrous to see what's going on. And as soon as, Biden took over, he reversed all of Trump's border policies. And as soon as he took over, the border started piling up with refugees, immigrants, migrants, whatever you want to call it. And they're not coming hundreds, they're coming thousands and thousands and thousands. And the goal is, I think, to import millions and millions and millions. They want to completely destabilize the U.S., and they want to completely change the racial demographic of the U.S., I think. The federal government, news reporters were going down from Fox News and maybe some others. I think InfoWars was too, but I know Fox News was. They were going down to the border, and they were flying drones up to get a bird's eye view of what was going on. And the Biden regime found out about that, and they grounded the drones, made it a no-fly zone for any unmanned vehicles, because it was embarrassing. They didn't want anyone to see what was actually going on, because if someone seen what was actually going on, then they might try to stand up against it or demand action, demand it to stop. However, they want to hide it. News media does not want to report it, and they want to ban those drones from flying, because they don't want anyone to know the truth and to know what's actually going on. So they try to hide that truth. Luckily, the Texas Department of Public Safety, I think it was, they allowed Fox News to fly with them in their helicopter and film. And I think that the no-fly zone has been lifted at this point. However, I'm not sure about that. But guys, it is a planned takeover of the United States. And it's not just the Biden administration, the Biden regime. It's coming down from people who are far more powerful than they are, the globalists. It is an agenda to weaken the United States, agenda to crash the U.S. economically, morally. It's to bring in huge crime waves. It is a complete globalist plan to destroy the country. And they want to destabilize the world. And by importing millions upon millions upon millions, they know that eventually the United States is going to crash. We have massive debt. We have so many things going on right now, guys. It is amazing, and it is all planned. It's not random. It's not incompetence. It is all 100% planned. I read that Texas Governor Greg Abbott was sending the National Guard and state police to try to secure the border. It is amazing that the state is having to go in and try to secure the border when that job is supposed to be up to the federal government. But the federal government isn't doing it because they want the border open. They want a destabilization. And you have Greg Abbott having to pull, police resources out of Texas to go to the border to secure the border, and that's leaving the rest of Texas open for more crime. And it's costing Texas money, resources, manpower to try to secure that border, while Biden regime does nothing. And to do nothing because that is the plan, to do nothing. They want the border open. They're acting via the instructions that are being handed down to them by the globalists. The same way with the virus mandates, the El Jabo mandates. They are acting they're following the authority of the globalists who have an agenda. And that agenda is to completely crash the economy, crash the system. They want crime to go out of this world. They want hunger, they want starvation around the world. And especially here in the United States. And if they can get that, then they can step in and say, all this misery, all this starvation, everything can end, but you have to give us full power. You have to come into this new system of government, this one world government type system that is ran by the globalists outright. They want to know everything you do. They want you to ask permission to leave your home. They want to be able to inject you with anything they want to inject you with. They want to do constant medical experiments on everyone. And it sounds like a conspiracy theory. I know, it sounds crazy. However, go read their literature. Go read the books that they author. Go look at their websites. Go do a little research. It's right there to tell you what they want to do. And we see what they say happening. And it's all by design. The border being open, is it the failure of the Biden regime, administration? It is planned. It's not a failure. It is a failure for us, for the people, for the citizens of the United States, and for Texas and everyone here in the U.S. It's definitely a failure. However, the Biden regime is not being incompetent. It is planned. It's going just the way they want it to go. They don't want to close the border off. It is bringing in, to a lot of the Democrats, they are seeing new Democratic voters. The globalists are seeing millions and millions coming in to destabilize the country. They're all using this for their own power and their own agendas. Just like the virus, just like the lockdowns, just like the El Jabo, everything is being done, orchestrated and planned because they have an agenda. And that agenda is to make things so horrible, to crash the economy, to crash everything, that we people who are left will be begging for anything to come and save them. Anything to kids riding by on bicycles. If they want destabilization, they can come in and offer a solution. Just like 9/11. Remember 9/11? We just passed about the 20-year mark of 9/11. Rusty, get back here, bud. Rusty. Those kids passing by on those bikes, and Rusty was on top of the hill looking down that way, and he's getting kind of mean. I'm not sure if he will bite yet, but I think he's heading that way. So I may have to put a better fence around this property to keep him in this property. I know if someone comes up here and tries to come to the door, he's vicious. However, down the road, he's not been that bad. He just stays on top of the hill and watches until they come up the hill. Then when someone comes up the hill, see, there he comes right now. when they come up the hill in a vehicle or something, he goes completely insane. He is getting violent for a dog. He acts gentle here with me and people he knows that comes here often. However, you know, strangers, he's definitely getting more and more aggressive as he gets older. He is about 2 years old now, so he is grown up and getting more of a personality, getting more able to be trained actually, and kind of calming down as far as some of the bad habits he had, like digging and bringing up junk and stuff in the yard. However, he's getting more aggressive. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, you can give it a thumbs up. Hear what you think in the comments below about the massive flow of migrants, immigrants, everything coming across that southern border. And like I said, it's not just hundreds, it's not even thousands. It is going to be millions. They want to completely replace the current population here, especially the population that looks like this right here. They completely hate this right here. They want this right here gone. They want to replace this with other people, and we see that happening now. If you have millions and millions and millions coming in and they're not being stopped, then they'll keep coming in. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, like I said, thought it was useful, thought it was entertaining, whatever, give it a thumbs up, greatly appreciate it. Be sure to go to my website, Creekmore.com, and check out the articles there, and go to Amazon and do a search for MD Creekmore, and my books will show up. And if you haven't bought those books yet and you think they will help you in your preps, then please consider buying those, because it helps me keep this channel going and free for everyone. That's one reason I haven't been forced to go to Patreon, for example, because I had those books and I can sell some of those books, and that keeps a little bit of income coming in to keep everything going, so I have time to do these videos and to keep up with that website and everything, and hopefully to write more books in the future, if there is a future. It's beginning to look like the future is not very bright. I remember there was a sitcom that came on back maybe in the 90s, 80s or something like that. It was Saved by the Bell, it was called, and it said the theme song was, "The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades." The future's not bright anymore. The future's getting pretty dim, and it continues to get worse and worse, it seems. I don't know, guys. I try to keep going, try to not get depressed about it, but it is depressing. I can't lie, it is depressing to see your country be completely demolished, and knowing it is on purpose. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Creekmore, I'm out of here. I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.